Did I get my stream taken down for some reason? I don't understand. I thought I was live that whole time. Did it get taken down? See, now I'm missing some part of the game. Because... No, there's no email from YouTube telling me that I got anything taken down. Wow. That's just pitiful. Okay, well, whatever. Guess you gotta keep checking that it's live, but I can't believe that I wasn't live this whole time. Anyways, we got a corner here. Gylfi Sigurdsson on the corner. So they're going for outswingers today, huh? Where's Dean with his in-swingers? But anyways, ball into the box. Mina rises. Alright, so scramble. Schneiderlin's in there, trying to get a tackle in. And back to the goalkeeper. But yeah, they're quick to distribute the ball. And yeah, I would be too with three at the back. Now they're just hoofing it. Looks like they might be targeting Coleman in these first opening minutes. See, that's the thing, right? Schneiderlin just bursts forward with the ball, comes forward like 5-10 yards, puts the brakes on past it out to Seamus, and then runs back into his position. One person can cover that midfield when we're going forward. It's not hard to rotate players and move players around fluidly. But, okay, yeah. But, so we're zipping the ball around as usual. See, that stat right there tells you a lot. We're the fourth best team in the league at possession. Percentage possession. But what do we do with it? Absolutely fuck all. The crowd's loud though. We're yelling, we're screaming. Bringing the ball out. Mina to Delph. Back to Pickford. Now it's out to Pickford again. Out to Keane. Oh, look, Keane to Coleman. Schneiderlin. Oh, Schneiderlin actually forward passes. Well done. Richarlison from Sigurdsson. Oh, here we go. Oh, Sigurdsson was looking for Bernard. Richarlison was Richarlison still going into the box. Richarlison, oh, went for the far post. It's decent chance, decent opportunity. Probably should have tried to pick out Moise Ken, but now Richarlison's looking out for it today. You can see Richie scoring. I love a Richie goal today. And Moise Keane was kind of hanging out at the back post, not doing much, kind of hiding. Richie couldn't see him. Marco Silva looking sharp today too. Always got that top button undone. Shaking up the strikers. Okay. Ball into the box from Sheffield United. Way over. Absolutely shite delivery. Anyways. So, opening 5 minutes. Not bad. As usual, we're on the front foot. Fast, pacey, looking creative. Everyone's getting a decent touch, maintaining possession, but how long does this last, and how do we progress and keep them under constant pressure, not giving the Evertonians any reason to sit down? Yep, there you go. Bernard gives the ball away. Well, it wasn't really a great pass anyways, but, he lost possession. On the right. Oh, Sigurdsson just got absolutely turned inside out. Nothing negative. Oh, and then Bernard crashes in. Ball into the box. Okay, now we go. We've got possession back. They've committed people forward, and we hold the ball up and go back. Back to Delph, to Schneiderlin, Schneiderlin to Dean. Dean back to Mina. Okay, we're passing out from the back. Oh, now we're breaking forward. So now we've broken them. Sigurdsson, Bernard. Come on, Bernard, do something with it. Oh, Bernard just chips it into the middle of 3 different players. So again, we were just lacking. We were breaking. We had possession. The field was wide open. And not enough people bursting forward. Not enough people in position to pick up the ball, take the ball and do something with it. Fine. See, that's too easy of a switch of play for them. Throw in, middle of the park, he's allowed to turn, now it's out on the left side. They're probably going to go down on the left side more often than not. Because teams are... The match is either on NBC Sports Gold if you're a subscriber to that, or there's plenty of websites out there that are showing live streams. Not legal live streams, of course, but there are always those. You can find them out there, and there's plenty of them. Don't really want to give out any particular names of sites, because I don't want to be seen as promoting piracy. Mina picks up a foul there. And if they're just going to try and, have niggly fouls and try and hold up our play, that's something that we've got to overcome too. Cannot get complacent in this game. Cannot. Ball down the outside from Coleman. And they're just going to kick it out of play. That's fine. Break up play as much as possible, Chef. Ooh, there's all the Megaphone sponsors. Oh, I think I can hear the Sheffield United supporters being louder than the Evertonians. Because once again, 10 minutes in, we're just passing it around. Moise Ken, great hold-up play, but gets sandwiched out by 3 players. Dean out to Bernard, plays it back to Delph. We're going to switch the play. Switch the play, Bernie. There you go. Keane just lets that bounce across his body. Okay, here we go with the possession game again. Schneiderlin looking to switch the play out to Dean. Yeah, that's actually a good ball by Schneiderlin. Bernard's now in the number 10 role. Pushing forward. Richarlison's come out to receive it. Oh, Richarlison trying to get into the box. Has a strike. Puts it across the face of goal. Bernard's not coming in. And nobody coming around the back. But, Richarlison looks up for it today. That's exciting. Yeah, Sheffield United aren't going to pay Richarlison respect today. They're going to get punished for that. That cross actually went out for a throw-in. Oh, dodgy header by them. Oh, Moise Ken tries to turn. Oh, that better be a corner, Schneiderlin, because that was absolutely horrendous if it's not. Yeah, well, Moise Keane, good control there, but... I didn't think that was a great effort by Schneiderlin. I think that was going wide. And it went even wider because of the defender getting a touch on it, but... Dean with the corner, comes in, over everybody. Retrieved by Keane. Oh, great skill. Oh, come on, he's being held back. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card. Get that card out, Anthony Taylor. Get it out. What? He's giving it the other way. Wait, who is this referee? You're shitting me. Let me see a replay. Okay. He's got a hold of the shirt. Besham's shirt? Come on. Guess you can't do that in football anymore. Didn't have hold of his shirt, like had his hand on his stomach. Who is Simon Hooper? I don't think I've seen this referee. Yeah, no, Jeff, I was on. I saw your question, and then for some reason I realized that my stream wasn't live, but I'd already clicked live stream because I was already getting my analytics and all that stuff. So, yeah, anyways, yes, I'm here. Schneidlin's also here. Schneidlin's clearly on the pitch. But did you hear my answer to your question? My long-winded... I guess I was just talking to myself when that was happening, but... Yeah, no, I'm not happy with this at all. Offside, or a push. Oh. Okay, hold on, we're on a counter-attack here. Bernard delves out on the left side here. Holds the ball up, puts the brakes on, that's standard. Plays it to Schneiderlin. Schneiderlin plays it to Sigurdsson. Now we're passing it around ponderously again. See, Richarlison's up for it today. Richarlison cutting inside. Oh, that's a piss-poor ball from Richarlison. Absolutely gash. Gives back possession. I am watching the game on the NBC Sports app. Desktop app, I guess. Website. Oh, come on. That's got to be a yellow card when play stops. That was a terrible tackle. Coleman. Sigurdsson. I think Richarlison's gonna score today. I've just got a feeling in my gut. Actually, that's just probably because I'm really, really hungry. But passing it around again. Passing it around in the horseshoe. Oh, great skill. You have to have a subscription to NBC Sports Gold. I'm sure there's plenty of other streams out there. I just don't know any off the top of my head where people can watch the games. That's one thing I like to pay all my money for. It's so horrible for you people in the UK that can't watch or they can't televise 3 o'clock games because of all this. Stealing money or stealing crowds from other games that you might want to go to. It's ridiculous. This blackout thing that you guys have is horrible. I mean, each club should just pay some money to get their own personal rights and just be able to give a membership to supporters. Just a membership, $10 a game or something. Pay-per-view, 10 quid a game, 5 quid a game. Some people might complain at the price, but if you really want to watch the game, you should be allowed to at least pay for it. Watford are getting beat 4-0 by City already. Let me check that out, because I'm pretty sure I captained Sterling in my Come on. What's going on, everybody, by the way? Hey, Aiden. I'm pretty Arsenal fan, right? Let's see. Yeah, wow. But yeah, when they gonna put some legislation, or when's the FA, or when's somebody gonna do something about that blackout for the 3 o'clock kickoffs? This Everton game is so boring already. Just passing it around. What are we looking for? What are we actually trying to probe for? They're playing three at the back with five in midfield. This needs quick, penetrating, creative football. More Moise Kean and out to Richarlison. There's Seamus into the box. It's all a scramble. Dean. Oh, Dean with a shot on target. Get in there, Dean. Well, maybe Pep is a fraud, right? He's got all those championships and all those titles and all those cups in 3 different countries, winning leagues. But maybe it's just because he's got all the money and all the players. Maybe he's just not that great of a coach. Maybe he just, No, I'm just kidding. If you watch the documentary, you see that Pep is a very hands-on coach and manager and thinks about many different facets and parts of the game. And also very, very passionate on the sidelines, in the dressing room. Oh, you think that makes you look shit? Well, they're really getting battered that hard. That's amazing. And yet I'm watching this. Wow. Sterling's on the bench. I can't. That's Watford should be ashamed of themselves. That's no way to go about doing that right. But what match are you talking about, Jeff? Like, I understand. You're not at the game right now, right? So, Goodison is always going to be full, no matter what. Most times, 9 times out of 10, that place is going to be sold out. Both the home supporters and the away supporters. And so, if you're going to go to the game, you're going to be at the game. No, I'm not. No, of course, it's not your opinion. But if that's the way they look at it, the people that go to the game are still going to go to the game. The people that aren't going to the game are still not going to be going to the game. But they can't watch it on TV either. Oh, good raise by Moise Kean there. Yeah, but their thinking is wrong. Oh, Luca Dean getting in some scuffles here. Seamus is over, giving him some. So this is what we do. Get feisty with it. Get feisty with it. I guess it was Bernard that got stuck in there. Just going to go to VAR. Well, oversaturating the market, I guess, if you put it on TV and all that. But why can't there be just like the games that aren't on Sky Sports and the games that aren't on BT, then give the club the option to sell a pay-per-view game for £10 a game. Everton keeps 6, somebody else gets 2, and you trickle it down. Everyone gets a share, obviously, but there's no reason that if you're not at the game, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything at all. Because most people, if they could go to the game, they would go to the game. And watching the game at Goodison Park for Evertonians is more preferable by a long stretch of the imagination than watching it at home, right? So I don't see the argument. It's not like if Manchester United, for example, Manchester United supporters were going to be able to watch their team from home. Instead, they'd be like, oh, well, we're going to steal money away from Oldham or other teams in the area. No, it's not like, oh, well, Manchester United's not on TV. I'm going to go to the Oldham game. Get out of here. What's going on here? Now, Watford are just a shambles. That's why Arsenal should be embarrassed that they let them come from behind and draw the game. Like I said before, and everyone knows, if Arsenal didn't have Lacazette and Aubameyang, you'd finish bottom half of the table. Guaranteed fact. Bottom half club. I'm saying it right now. If you didn't have those goals, bargaining for separate TV rights. Yeah, I mean, there obviously is a lot of politics and obviously a lot of money and people that have to get paid, because I understand all of that. But it's still shit. It doesn't change the fact that it's completely shit. I can watch it. People in, being sports in Qatar and that part of the world, they get every game every week. So why don't you just say, okay, here's what we're going to do, right? We want to give the fans what they want. We want this to be, this game wouldn't exist and wouldn't have the draw that it has. We do this, the players play for the fans. They play for a paycheck, but they play for the fans. We want to see passionate fans. We want to have all the teams get more notice, and we want the Premier League to be the best league in the world. So let's promote it. Give everybody a way to watch every single game. So you might get people from different countries that don't support certain teams because they never get to see them on TV. They already get to see the big six plus Everton, of course. And then, you do it that way. You just say, we're not going to be greedy. Let's calm down on the greed. There's enough money to go around, right? Or you just figure out a way that the teams money would have got from Sky Sports and what they would have got from selling the TV rights all around the world anyways. You take that money and say that's X amount of million or X amount of billion. Okay, so here's how we're going to fiddle the numbers in order to maintain that level of cash inflow, but we're going to give the option to have every supporter of every club in the Premier League be able to watch their game or 38 games in some way, shape, or form throughout the whole of the season. It's nothing but greed if it can't be done. Well, that's a decent ball forward. Seamus bombing on. Richarlison again, playing it back. See, we're talking about blackout rules and rights and TV rights and supporters getting to watch games, as opposed to me actually. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm living in a dreamland. I know it. And you know why I'm living in a dreamland? Because this game, 24 minutes in against Sheffield United, is boring me and making me want to fall asleep. And this is just. Well, no, I mean, you could still be greedy. Just keep it. Just take into account that people are willing to pay for that. Let me ask you a question then, Jeff. Okay, so if you weren't, or Jeff, or Pep, or whoever else is in here, how much would you be willing to pay in pounds sterling? How much would you be willing to pay to watch an Everton game every single weekend? What would you be willing to pay? High definition, good quality. How much would you be willing to pay? Now, you'd pay £90 a game, Pep, to watch your team on TV, or for the whole season? Well, yeah, £90 to go to the game, exactly. Okay, so let's say £5 a game over 38 games, right? So 38, 19, so 190. Let's just have a nice round number. That's plus taxes, VAT, whatever. Let's say £200 a season to watch a reliable, high-quality stream of your team every single time they play in the Premier League. £200. Would you pay that? Would you pay that? Really? I think £5 a game. £5 for 190 minutes of entertainment I think that's a pretty good deal. How much you pay when you go to the movies? When you go see a film, how much popcorn, soda, movie tickets? That's an hour and a half worth of entertainment. Well, that's kind of what I'm not saying that Liverpool would make it. I'd say you'd even it out. I'm just saying that there has to be a way. Yeah, see, it's all in how you look at it. Like I'll tell you exactly what I pay per month. Okay, and here's what I get for what I pay. I'll give you the price at the end. I get every single Premier League game. So let's take it by month, right? So I get to see 40 Premier League games if I choose, on demand. Be able to go through, skip forward, jump back, pause, go live. Like I said, watch replays, watch clips of all 10 Premier League games every single week or month. So that's 40 games. I get all Champions League. I get all Europa League games. And for a total of that, what I pay per month, I pay $60 a month for that. So 20, 25 European games, 60 games. I pay about $1 a game that I can record when I'm at work, get off work, and watch the game in HD, in 4K, beautiful HD. All of it for £1 a game. I don't. That's me in America. Okay, so I guess that doesn't. You can't do that over there, but the whole blackout thing. We have it too with the NFL, obviously, like Jeff said, but it's for the average supporter, it's just horrible. I mean, and a lot of websites too, like all the places that have the illegal streams and that, if the government, if people want to crack down on that, well, I mean, it's only what 6 games into the season, Pep. He's obviously going to be good, but it's to me, it's Arsenal's defensive problems in the overall game. Okay, never mind. Here we go. We're bursting forward. Richarlison's. Here we go. Oh, Luca Dean into the box, whips it across the front of goal, kept out. But now we're attacking. Let's go. Okay, if it maintains the hunger for fans, that's fine. I get what I want. I get to see every single game. I'm just trying to commiserate and talk about how I wouldn't like it if I lived in the UK. But if you're happy with it, Jeff, that's fine. I just think there could possibly be a way. Oh, if the model benefits Everton Football Club in the long run, then I guess I'll change my tune. I want what's best for Everton. Ooh, Charleston going for the overhead. Now we're coming on a little bit stronger. Now we're coming on. Marco's not impressed by that, but yeah. Well, yeah, you paid too much for Pep, obviously, but no, that was a going rate. Yeah, we don't need any spamming of websites in here. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got him. But yeah, like I said, Jeff, if it benefits us, then that's all well and good. I'm quite content with what I get to see when it comes to my available content for Premier League, Europa League, Champions League. I'm totally completely. Oh, and I get all international friendlies too and cup competitions. Yeah, your concern. Oh, Dean to Moise Kean. Moise Kean just balloons it. Wow, that's Rose Ed. Yeah, that looked like Marcus Rashford in a Everton shirt there. But he's trying to find his range, I guess, but it's just way off at the moment. Bernard's having a great game so far, picking out beautiful passes. I mean, his first touch and decision making with the ball at his feet when he's moving with it, it's not great, but yeah, almost ended up in Stanley Park with that shot. But yeah, I'd like to get back to Arsenal. From what I see, your defense is letting you down. Your offense is fine. Decent midfield too. It just must be hard for teams like Arsenal, for the offensive players to score goals and still have the confidence that the defense is actually going to keep them in, because you just want to score 2 goals like against Watford, and you want to be like, okay, this is done and dusted. Let's get out of here. Right, we're 2-0 up away from home. Let's just pass it around a little bit. Let's just keep the crowd out of it. Don't give them any reason to want to come back into the game. And as your forward line must be constantly thinking, they must be shitting themselves all the time, like, oh god, 2 goals is not enough. 2 goals is not enough. And it would just be infuriating for me. So I think Pepe will come good, but it's hard in a team where you have no issues going forward. You create chances, you create enough chances, you score enough goals, no issues there. It's all at the back. All at the back. Luka Dean with the corner. Moise Kean. Offside. I can't believe... I mean, if it took him 32 minutes to make a change, it's still 5-0. Wow, my vape's almost out. That's disheartening. 5 now. So 33 minutes in, and Bernard's fast, but he just got shoved off the ball. Lundstrom. Ball into the box. Well knocked down by Sigurdsson, but still not enough going forward. Not enough. Okay, here's a question for you, Pep. Would you take Pep Guardiola as your coach at Arsenal Football Club? Would you allow him to grace the presence of the Emirates Stadium? Do you think he would fix your defensive woes? Yeah, you'd probably have to spend some money. But would you take Pep? Do you think he could get you where you need to be? Not constantly fighting for the 5th and 6th spot in the league. Would you take it? Oh, you'd take Poch, would you? Poch Club. As an Arsenal supporter, are you supposed to allow a manager who's managed Tottenham to come in? Would he be received by the supporters? Huh? Klopp. I mean, those are all good managers. They're all good man managers. They're all progressive, forward-thinking, attacking-minded managers, right? So, but you don't think Poch would step... I mean, that Pep would just step in, get you a whole new defense, have you playing... You got the players to play Pep Guardiola football. Maybe not in the midfield areas as such, because Xhaka is not a Pep player, obviously. Willock could be. I can see that. I can see Guendouzi and Torreira probably being that, but... I mean, and people always point to, Unai Emery too as just being another Wenger and, slagging him off. But I don't think you can't do much with the defense you've got. And you've got so many defenders, but just all of them just complete bottle jobs. You overpaid for David Luiz by like £7.5 million. But I mean, what is with it? Socrates, Papanakos, whatever his name is. Sorry, I don't know his name. But you got Callum Chambers. You got Mustafi. You've got Monreal, and Bellerin's going to be coming back. You got Maitland-Niles. Nothing seems to work. No combination of any of those players seems to work. I'd probably take Mustafi as a backup for Keane and Mina over Mason Holgate right now. I'll say that much. But this is so boring. Everyone's just going wide. Pickford gathers. And then we just Pickford holds the ball for like 5 seconds, just rolls it out to Mina. So we're just going to keep building up from the back, are we? We don't really have that much of a choice with Moise Kean up top. We could probably play a little longer ball if we had Dom playing. But okay, there's Richarlison. Over-touched by Richarlison. That's another corner. Of course it's another corner. What are you thinking about the Villa game? You would take that. I mean, okay, I'll trust your opinion on Mustafi. I think he's not the best either. But if you're saying that you would take Mason Holgate over Skodran Mustafi, then I believe you. I'm sure you pay more attention to all things Arsenal than I do. I just catch the games and some of the fan reactions and watch the unbiased Premier League show. Easily headed away. Dean going to put the ball in again. Cleared out again. Back to Bernard again. Bernard puts the ball in. Okay. Mixer logos all over it. No, these are designs. These are designs from a fine, fabulous architect. There's nothing wrong with this right here. It's all great. So Richarlison's family gets great seats every single game. That's pretty good. What's the Mixer logo? Let me just take a look. Yeah, it kind of does a little bit. Oh, I clicked on images, just gave me pictures of regular Mixers. Okay. Yeah, it does look a little bit like it. That'd be great if we were sponsored by Mixer, though. Would I take Boufal at Everton? Personally, I think he's a good player. But I think he's too erratic, and but maybe Mark could get that out of him. Maybe going to a bigger club is what he needs. I just think he's too erratic sometimes and has a lot to learn, but that's the same with most players. Would I take him? I think he'd be a great squad player. Not too great on the defensive side of the ball, but going forward, I think he can pick a pass. His movement's good. And yeah, you were right about... It's 1-0. 1-0. Oh, it's ruled out. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no, I know you already... Oh, that was... Wait a second. This is going to VAR. Let's see the replay. So I'll get back to that in a second about Boufal. Sheffield United might be 1-0 up against Everton here. Ball into the box. It's a great corner. Pickford may be impeded, but if not, that's a Yerry Mina own goal. Yeah, it looks like he was impeded. Yeah, that can't be a goal. Pickford was blocked off. Goals given. Yerry Mina, own goal. Sheffield United, 1-0 up. 5 minutes before halftime. Their first half goal of the season for Sheffield United. From a corner, set piece. Jeff, it's here's the thing, right? Here's what I've started to realize about Archie the Wolf. Like when I put the mask on, it's like a heavy latex mask, right? And it's hot under there. And I have to raise my voice quite a bit to actually get it to come out through the mouthpiece. And I just don't see any reason why I should actually put forth the energy and the effort to slag off Everton anymore. Fuck me. See, now we have to see what. No, the goal wasn't overruled. Sheffield United, recently promoted team, are winning 1-0 at Goodison Park, and we've done absolutely fuck all going forward. Sheffield United have stuck to their game plan: 3 at the back, 5 in the middle, make it compact, make us go out to the wings, make us cross in the ball, and then they'll get the ball up the park, and they'll get a set piece or a throw in or a corner or something, and then they'll capitalize on our shit defense and our shit organization and our shit focus, and they're winning 1-0. Richarlison has to score that header too. That's a great ball in by Moise Kean. He has to score there. Gbamin doesn't play because he had a quadricep injury or something. He's going to be out for like another 2 months or so. He picked it up in training. That's why. He should be playing. It'd be a lot different if we could have Gbamin and Gomez out there. See, Gomez is a huge miss again. And this is why I said I wanted Tom Davies to start. This is why Tom Davies should be playing. Just for the creative side of it and just for the energy and the desire. Like, I'm not going to pick on Schneiderlin. He hasn't had a bad game, but he's just not creative enough. We cannot have 2 holding midfielders at home against a promoted side. I was saying that in my preview. I said that when I was playing my Pez. I was saying all of it. Oh, don't feel sorry. This is how it goes, right? All the time we hit top 16, challenging for the top 6, going to break into the top 6. All we need is the players. We need to get rid of the deadwood and bring in players. We need to spend money. We need to all the stuff we do. It's the same shit all the time. Handball maybe in the box. Is that going to go to VAR? Mina steps up. Absolutely shit ball through the middle. Unsworth in charge. We tried that. He's not ready for first team management. What we need is somebody that's got some balls, will actually play an attacking progressive formation and actually try and change it up when stuff is obviously not working. What we're trying to do and what we've seen has not worked. It didn't work at Palace. It barely worked at Watford. It didn't work against Villa. Eat to win out against Wolves. Conceded 2 goals away to Lincoln. And now we're 1-0 down. 3-1 at Bournemouth. Anyway, can we do something before halftime, please? Luca Dean, Delph, Moise Kean, Delph. 2 minutes. Sigurdsson, Coleman, down the line. Sigurdsson, beautiful by Sigurdsson. Oh, not much going on there. Oh, well in by Michael Keane. Richarlison, that's cleared all the way up the park. We're going to go into halftime 1-0 down, aren't we? Yeah, they're just hounding us. They're just all over us when it comes to the final third. There's no room. There's no creativity. There's nothing. Well, kudos to Chris Wilder getting his team up for it. Seamus bursting through there. Delph. Bernard. Sigurdsson. Passing it around again. Middle's congested. Got to do something about this. Richarlison. Oh, Richarlison brought down. This has to be Luca Dean territory. Has to be Luca Dean. I'm not looking at chat, by the way, right now, because if something happens, I forgot to tell everyone. I'm like maybe 10, 15 seconds or maybe even more behind than you guys are. So goal shouts in chat and all that. It's not too bad when we're winning, but when we're behind. Come on. This has to be Luca Dean, right? Come on, Luca. Put it in for me. Put it in for me. Oh, my vape's out. This is just, it's all going to shit. It's all going to shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, right into the wall. And that's halftime. I have to go get my other vape, and I'm not going to go yell and scream, but this is fucking pathetic. Oh, and by the way, CJ, I live in America. I was born in the UK, but I am living in America right now, and I'm in the state of Iowa. Delafeu and Dini are brothers. You could make a case for that. There's just one strange that one's Spanish and one's French, but okay, I'm gonna go take care of some stuff real quick. But fuck me. Oh, I need to change the score to Mina, own goal, 40 minutes. Sorry, I always forget to change the score. You guys need to remind me that I don't change the score. I have to change the score. That's a 1. Change this. Okay, hopefully Marco's going to get into the races. I would make substitutions at halftime. That's all I'm going to say. Substitutions right now. Get Schneiderlin off. Bring Davis on. I'd probably take Sigurdsson off too. Put in Iwobi. Delph dropped back. Iwobi to the left side of the midfield. Davis to the right. 4-3-3. That's what I'd do. Whoop. Okay, we're back. Got a little snack too while we're at it. Let's take a look at the stats, shall we? While we're here. Okay, so obviously Sheffield United winning 1-0. We've had almost 60 to 65% possession. We've had 4 corners. We've had 10 shots, 5 on target. They've had no shots and no shots on target. Is that a fucking statistic for you? They haven't had a shot and they haven't had a shot on target. All they've done is score from an own goal. Ball location has been in the center of the park just as much as it's been in our final third. They've barely done anything. I mean, Pickford was maybe impeded a little bit with that, but anyways, so I have got a little snack here. Let's see if you guys can see it. You see this? See what it is? See what we got here? Just got some peppers, and some onions. But this right here, it's hot, spicy shish kebab lamb. Delicious. So that's the only thing that's going to make you feel better. Don't excuse me while I have a little nibble. That's delicious kebab. Yes, we are getting beat, Droops, and we're playing absolutely shockingly shit too. Tactics are wrong, personnel are wrong again. Offensively, completely inept again. They're forcing us down the outside. We're going down the outside. They're keeping it tight and compact in the middle. They're getting to the ball every time first. They look like they've got someone to play for. Now they've got someone to hold on to. We're just doing what we do usually. Defensive mix-up. Don't care what you say about Pickford being impeded. That's it. Have a laugh. Nothing wrong with that. If you're a Red, nothing wrong with that. You guys are doing absolutely fabulously well in the league. A little disappointed against Napoli in the week, but you're going to get out of that group because Champions League group stage are obviously a joke. But yeah, you and Napoli will get out of that. You're playing great football. Your defense is decently solid. Your attacking is fabulous. Your midfield, not the most, prolific or most, nothing to write home about, but they do a job. And Liverpool Football Club are the best team in the English Premier League right now. And because they won the Champions League, they're the best team in Europe. I got no problem saying it. Everton aren't in competition with Liverpool right now. We're not even anywhere close. So I know people like to get to the rivalry and they like to have their banter, but at the end of the day, what are we salty about? The only thing we can throw at them is our history. Oh, we've won leagues. We've won this, we've won that. More support in the city, or however people want to phrase it. People just like the banter. People like the camaraderie of friction between people. I understand all that. But, I'm not going to sit here and ban you or kick you out or call you a gobshite or something like that. That's not what we're here for. We're losing 1-0 at home to Sheffield United. How am I going to say that? I'm not going to say shit. Right? But that is shocking. Let me do the math on that real quick. Yeah, 65% possession. 10 shots, 5 on target. Like I said before, 0 shots for Sheffield United, which means obviously 0 shots on target, and they're 1-0 up. Fucking shite. If anybody in here is new, anybody wants to give anybody me in particular, a pity subscribe, I'd like it. Just make sure you know when I go live so you can come in and banter me, banter Everton. Tell us how good Liverpool are. Tell us how good City are. Tell us how good your team is compared to Everton. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to argue with you. It'll probably be true. This is pathetic. Let me have a little more onion. A little more kebab meat. That's great. I'll turn the mic down now. Okay. Hello, Nick Buckley. Welcome. Haven't seen you here before. Obviously you're right. Yeah, it's not about Sheffield United. Of course it's not. We're at home. We know what they're going to do. We know what they're going to play. But what you just wrote there, you could put in. It's not about Aston Villa. It's not about Watford. It's not about Bournemouth. And then you say we need to do more of the ball when we have it, move it quicker, and take some chances. That's been the thing all season. That's been the thing most of last season when we weren't playing at home. Right? It's not, you could put that comment. I'm not slagging you off or anything, but you could put that comment into any Everton forum at any time in the past 5-6 years. It's just unacceptable on so many levels. And Marco's not learning. Won't change. Won't change tactics. Won't make drastic personnel changes. Won't give people like Tom Davis a try. So, I don't even know where we go from here. And the same thing at the back, too. We're playing pretty decent, but it's one defensive lapse. And you could say that, Pickford got nudged a little bit, but that doesn't take out the fact there was still 3 players crashing into the box, went over everybody and hit Mina. But have you seen the stats, though, Nick? Have you seen the stats? 65% possession. We've had 10 shots overall, 5 shots on target. Sheffield United have had 0 shots on target and 0 shots on goal overall, and yet they're winning 1-0. But yeah, no, they're just going to do the same thing. Like I said, they're just going to do exactly the same thing. They're going to play out from the back. They're going to play their football. They're going to keep it tight and compact in the middle so we can't go through it, or at least maybe not try and go through it. They're going to keep probing down our right-hand side because Seamus is obviously a weak link at the back there. Richarlison he will come back and fight for it, but if you get Richarlison up the pitch and make him come back and defend, then if the ball gets turned over quickly, he's not up there for the counter-attack, and they're going to take their set pieces, and they're just going to go with it. And now they've got a 1-0 lead. We've got to score 2 goals to get 3 points now. And where do we think those 2 goals are going to come from? I'm not seeing it. Richarlison possibly, Moise Keane possibly, but if we're not probing through the middle, we can't break them down when they sit back and defend, then seriously. We have to come back. There's no choice. Okay, here we go. What should happen after the team talk and after some changes? Because this same 11 better not come out. The same 11 from Everton better not come out. And if this is and for 45 minutes we need to score 1 goal every 15 minutes. This should be 3-1 to Everton. We slap one in to bring it back to 1-1, and then we score and go on and win the game, and then we score a third to slap Sheffield United and say, hey, that's for scoring on us. That's for thinking you could come here and win. And then a third one for the Evertonians to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we want 1-0 down. We scared you for the first half. We came out and bam, 3-1. Thank you. Give us those 3 points. Who is the best Everton player that we have right now? I'd say it has to be Richarlison. On an offensive side of the ball, if I was going to pick my favourite player that I like to watch for Everton, who does the most in the team and brings the most going forward defensively, I'd say it's Luca Dean. But what's up, Pep? Welcome back. Is it the same 11? So it should be, we should win this game 3-1. Do I think we'll win the game 3-1? What I think we're going to lose 1-0. I don't think we're going to score in the second half. Mark that down. Unless something drastic changes and we see something different in the tactics and the style of play. See, look at fucking Schneiderlin still out there on the park. What are we protecting? Give me some onion. Give me some tasty onion. Tasty onion. Tasty kebab meat. Second half's underway. So I was thinking about your question. When do they play Southampton? I'm not really too sure. I can look that up real quick. But I'm not going to miss anything in this game. It's going to be the same pedantic shit. But do I think we'll win? The way that we're going, I don't see us winning too many games at this rate. Well, we've still got Andre Gomez out and Gabamin out. We're still starting Schneiderlin. Tom Gavers can't get a game. We can't do anything offensively. We break down and bottle it defensively. Creativity is definitely not there. So I don't know. I mean, next up is Manchester City. We were supposed to go into the Manchester City game with, some form of momentum, some form of, we're probably almost likely going to drop points to Manchester City, even if it's at home. So we needed to have a good points total, because the first couple of games, you look at the first games: Palace, Watford, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Wolves. Those aren't the hardest games. Like, we should have taken 15 out of those 18 points, bare minimum. Let's say 12 to 15 points out of those 18. So when we play Southampton, let's see, when do we play Southampton? Going down. We play Southampton at St. Mary's on November 9th. Do I think we'll win that game? No, I don't. I think we'll draw or we'll get beat. I don't think we're going to win at St. Mary's. Sorry if that seems negative. Sorry if that seems horrible. Sorry if that seems, not like a true blue. Now, how shite is Schneiderlin? Do you not see what his name is in my starting 11? Oh, that's a goal kick. That's not a foul on Bernard. No, it's not. I don't know. Like, inquantifiable, right? Infinitely shite when it comes to being creative and being an Everton player. For the aspirations we want to set, right? We want to be in the top 6. We want to be able to spend with the big boys. We want young, ambitious, feisty players in the team, creative players that can play in fluid formations, all that stuff that we want to do. Schneiderlin's not that. Schneiderlin's not anything, not anywhere close to being that for us. That's all well and good if things have changed by November 9th, if we've got certain players back, if we're playing a more attacking, non-predictable style of football. That should all be great, but we're supposed to win Should have taken points from Crystal Palace. Took 1 point instead of 3. Were woefully inadequate and barely scraped by with a win, 1-0 at Watford. And look at what's happened to Watford, besides Arsenal battling it. But look, they've been getting spanked. They're getting spanked 5-0 before halftime, and they were getting spanked 5-0 before halftime by Manchester City. Okay, they got spanked 3-0 at home to Brighton and Hove Albion, and we get away with a 1-0 win. And then we lose to Aston Villa, who have been drawing and, not the greatest team in the world. Shipped 2 goals to Lincoln. Yes, it was a changed side, but that doesn't change the fact that you shipped 2 goals to Lincoln and you let them get back into the game twice. The T-Man, 1878. No, I guess so. I guess you are an Evertonian. You're a Blues supporter. I understand a win's a win, but it's the performance. It's if you get a win like that, that should happen maybe 1 every 10 games where you just don't play great, you don't play very well, you're lackluster on the offensive side of the ball, but you squeak out a 1-0 win. That's fine, but then you go away to Villa. Don't score a goal, concede 2, defensively woeful, offensively inept again. And then Wolves score, we score, you score, we score, you score, and it just takes individual brilliance and skill from Richarlison to bail out the woeful defending, and all that. And then 3-1 away to Bournemouth. All defensive. So why would I say we're going to go to St. Mary's and win? They've got Buffal, they've got James Ward-Prowse. I won't be surprised. You mark this one down too. Che Adams hasn't scored for Southampton yet. Let's say Che Adams doesn't score all season. Up until when? Until Everton go to St. Mary's. That's when Che Adams is going to get his first goal for Southampton. Book it. Book up our away form. Yeah, the strategy, the tactics, the mentality. We need to book it all up. At home, our home results are decent. 1-0. 3-2. What about this? What's going on right now? What's going on right now, T-Man? We're pushing on now. But again, Goodison Park pretty much silent, waiting with bated breath for something to actually fucking cheer about. If you're satisfied with this, I can't help you. It's so fucking slow and predictable. Oh, Luca Dean into the box. Alex Iwobi is coming on, and looks like Cenk Tosun's coming on. Tom Davis, again, not getting a sniff. So who's coming off then? I'd take Sigurdsson off. And Schneidlin off. What's a good lineup? A good lineup so we don't get absolutely peppered. Don't get a clot peppered man, blood fat, right? I don't see what a good lineup would be against Manchester City. I just say we go for it. We go out offensive. We get what's the difference between getting smacked 5-0 and getting smacked 3-0, or getting, we're going to lose to Manchester City no matter what, with this form, with these players, with these tactics and this mentality. So it doesn't matter. Get slapped up 5-0. Instead of just eking out a 2-1 and playing all defensively. Go for it. As we should at all times. I'm going to keep eating my onion and meat, by the way. Here we go. Time for Sheffield United corner. What's going to happen this time? Yeah, that's a decent lineup, T-Man. I like that lineup. Pep, this whole season in the preseason, we're being told, look, Chelsea sacked Sarri, or Sarri left. Lampard came in. They've got a transfer ban. He's going to play the youth. He can't bring any players in. You know, he's going to take time to bed in new players like Mason Mount with Tammy Abraham. Lost Eden Hazard. Wow, Schneiderlin's actually coming off. And Bernard's coming off. Yeah, unfair for Bernard, but we got to do something. And then Arsenal, you know, not great defensively, all that good stuff. Manchester United didn't sign any midfielders, didn't sign anybody to replace Lukaku and Sanchez. You know, not the greatest team. So Chelsea and Manchester United were supposed to be there to be got at. Arsenal could easily slip up with their defense if their offense doesn't outbalance their woeful defending. So top three pretty secure. Manchester City, Liverpool, Tottenham, top three bracket. Should have been other teams fighting for at least Champions League spots. Everton could have been in there, Leicester could have been in there, maybe West Ham could have been in there. Right? That's how it's supposed to be. But just not going to happen. Not until something changes. It will be on the ball. Keen on the ball, sorry. Coleman with the cross. Oh, way over Toast's head. This seems like it could be a game for Toastin to score a goal. Yeah, that was way off by Tosin. That was way off. But call me a pessimist all you want, but pay a lot of attention to Everton Football Club, especially tactically and statistically, and it's just not good enough to be where we want to be. Ooh. You know, we're getting all hyped about Bramley Moor Dock. You know, Bramley Moor Dock needs to be a place where there is we need to have momentum over the next couple of years. And that there's no better time than right now to at least get ourselves into the Europa League. You know, sod the top six. Let's just get into the Europa League. And how do you get into the Europa League? Well, you can do it by cup competitions, right? So we should have... Ooh, Moise Keane. Corner. Moise Keane's getting the crowd up, though. That's what you like to see. But... you know, right now, we're with this form, with these players, with these tactics, with these, and all the rest of it, we're not going to get into the Europa League. We'll be lucky to finish in the top half if this keeps going like this. Luka Dean with the ball in. I feel something coming. Hey, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. If you think Everton are going to be okay this season, give me a like. If you think Everton are completely shocking and shit this season, give me a like. You got Seamus on the left wing right now with Michael Keane. Seamus into the box. Well, that's decent. We're going to keep putting the pressure on. Keep putting the pressure on. I'm going to keep eating my onions and meat. Jeff back yet? Jeff got lost on the way to the store? Or maybe just couldn't be arsed anymore. Onions. Now it's not a foul. Come on. Yeah, but the opportunity was just there, and plus Wolves have the Europa League themselves this season, so obviously Wolves are kind of out of the equation for finishing 7th. West Ham looked pretty decent. Leicester... lost to Manchester United, but they won today, so they're going to be a team that can get a result against the big teams if they want them, or They're gonna be in and around it. So if Wolves aren't, it's between West Ham. I guess look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth are pretty decent, but they're so shocking and wide open at the back that it's embarrassing. So it should only for seventh place. It should only be between Leicester and Everton this season, based on players and based on on paper. Football's not played on paper, is it? Tosin way offside there. Okay, but we've still got 30 minutes. Yeah, of course Bournemouth gave away the ball, and they were gifted easy goals by Southampton. They were gifted easy goals by Everton. Like, Bournemouth aren't challenging for Europe. There are barely any other teams that are going to do it. There's the bottom 10, and there always will be, and then there's like Everton, Wolves from last season. There's Everton, there's West Ham, and there's Leicester. That's it. There's like 3 different leagues. There's top 6, there's 7th to 9th, and then there's 10 and below. And then the bottom 3. Like that's for the Premier League. And we should already be way, way, way high up the table. Drop points, like I said, at Palace. Should have got something from Aston Villa. Should have turned up for Bournemouth and got something out of it. Coleman's delivery is so piss poor. Why do I wake up so early to watch these games? Why? Went to bed at 1 a.m. Took a quick nap. Woke up at 5 a.m. Had my coffee. Got the stream ready. Watched the good game that was Leicester versus Tottenham. Dean into the box. And Sigurdsson, no. And then get all excited, get ready, 7-0 Manchester. And we beat Watford 1-0 at home. How can a team be so shockingly shit as Watford? And like I said, then 8 a.m. here rolls around. I'm waiting to see a progressive, amazing, awesome, not predictable. Are they going to bring Jagielka on? Phil Jagielka is coming on. Eventually. So they're going to bring on Jagielka to shore it up at the back. Richarlison just gets absolutely wiped out, but it was a shoulder to shoulder, so get up, Richie. Just get back on the pitch, lad. Get up. Phil Jagielka coming on. I'll just eat some more lamb. 27 minutes left in the game. Still don't look like we're doing anything. Oh, give it up for Jagielka. Hopefully we've got Agent Jagielka in here. Maybe he'll score an own goal or fluff it at the back. So yeah, let's just say next season, right? Chelsea don't have their transfer ban anymore. They can bring in players. Frank's been there a whole season. The new players are bedded in, they're confident, more experienced. Arsenal fix their defensive woes, keep all their offensive players and midfielders. There's not going to be any room for them to get into the top 6. Not as much, at least. Manchester United might still be in their rebuild process and still be shit. And now Richarlison's just flopping around on the floor and getting... Oh my lord, this is absolutely fucking horrendous. Keep pushing, keep pushing! Ball out to Coleman. Coleman, gives him the slip, gets into the box. Another shit delivery from Seamus Coleman. Well, I mean, this game's not really that exciting, so I'll just go in and edit this. Yeah, not really too concerned about the game. I'm not missing much, am I? I don't even know if I have a picture for Cenk Tosun on here. Then I got Iwobi. Schneiderlin came off. He's a non-entity anyway. I don't even know if I have a Cenk Tosun picture. Let's just see. Oh, wait, guess I don't. Yeah, there's nothing on for us. No, I don't even care. Let's just say that Cenk Tosun's in there. If Everton can't be bothered to show up. So it's basically this now, right? Now let's just put Cenk up top. We have nothing. Let's just say that he's right there. Okay, yeah, like I said, don't care enough to actually sort it correctly, but there we go. 23 minutes left in the game. We're still looking toothless. Maybe they'll get tired at some point. Oh, Theo Walcott's coming on. That's great. Yep, taking a gamble. Just don't take Richarlison. Who are you going to take off? I'd take Sigurdsson off. Don't take Richarlison off. That's going to be not popular at all. Not popular at all, if that's the case. Oh, here comes Theo. We go into a back three? Richarlison spreads it all the way up to Luca Dean. Dean into the box. See, they're going to eat. They're going to gobble that up all day long. It's a handball by Keane. Yeah, Jeff's never coming back. How do I pop out chat? There we go. Oh, that was lucky. He went right past Coleman. We just got shouldered out of it. Look at this. Absolutely fucking pitiful. Jeff, that's an interesting question. No, they won't score again. No. For 50 million, no way. 80 plus Pep. 80 to 100 million for Richarlison. Fabian Delph's been given the armband, but 20 minutes to turn this around. We still have to win 2-1. This has to be a win. I can't imagine going to work after this, Jeff. Especially 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, you've had to go to work after watching the team that you support and that you love and that you followed for so many years and years. And it's just so shit. I don't want to do another negative reaction video after this. I don't want to put the wolf mask on. I really, really don't. But after this, it's not over yet. It's not over. 18 minutes left. I still got some kebab meat. Like, I hate to say this. Marco Silva is going to be under some serious pressure if this is the result. Even if it's a draw. Let's do one of my favorite things to do. Real quick, let us go and see some other ranting Everton reactions. Let's see here. Yeah, it's all the same. I can't repeat anything on there because that's exactly what I'd say. One-dimensional football, boring football. Well, I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And I'm not saying that I should get any sympathy or anyone should feel anything for me, but I try and make Everton content, right? Like, I I watch these games with you, and it's great. I love it. I love the chat. I love the conversations, but it seems like it's the same every weekend, which it is. I'm talking about the same problems. We're talking about the same issues. We're having the same conversations. And it's just like there's nothing interesting about losing the same way, seeing the same tactics, seeing the same lack of quality, seeing the same lack of anything, seeing the same problems and the same issues every week, and seeing that we don't have any solutions. I don't think we're going to score from open play. I think from a set piece or a penalty, maybe, but I don't know. Marco's looking ragged. Marco looks like a ragged mess. He literally looks like he just got done on like a 3-day coke bender. Keane fouls, but still balloons it over the bar. Show us retard. Show us what? Show you me? Oh, wait. Bye. But I don't even know if I want to do this anymore, if Everton don't get any better. Why should I put my time and effort and energy into anything? I'm just kidding. I'm going to be here. Don't worry about it. It's just we demand and expect so much better, and we're not even seeing it. Like, we demand and expect 4 or 5 different things, right? Like a change in formation, bringing in Tom Davis, not having Schneider in the team, being more creative, not just going down the outside, trying to play through the middle, all the stuff that we asked for. We don't even get one. Not one positive at any point in time. More defensive focus. No. Nothing. Chris Wilder showed up with a game plan, pulled it off to perfection, and now they're probably going to walk out of Goodison Park with 3 points. And next, we've got Manchester City next. Behave. Be fucking have, people. The most enjoyable part of this game so far has been my tandoori lamb. And it doesn't even taste as good as it should because of this on here. This football. This Premier League, best league in the world. Yeah. If you're watching this game, they're just pushing us inside all the time. Not allowing us down the outside. And even if we did get down the outside, what would we actually do? What would we actually do? Put the ball into the box. I think Manchester City will destroy us. They're going to turn us over and just do us raw. Because I wouldn't respect us by putting any lube on. I wouldn't rub any bacon grease on us. No, go in raw, because that's what we deserve. And see, here's the thing, even if we score, fuck off. That's absolutely... It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pitiful. This game over. I'm not going to turn it off. I'm not going to stop watching. I'm going to suffer through this with everybody else. Only problem is that now my stream is frozen. I don't know why. Then now it's just all gone to shit. I don't know if I hit something when I got up. But everything's just freezing. I don't know why the internet just all of a sudden stopped working. But I guess I'll update the score. No, this has been absolutely pathetic. Look, do you want some stats? Okay. I always like my stats to be precise. So, here are the stats. 67% possession for Everton. 67% possession for Everton. 15 shots. 9 shots on target. Sheffield United, 3 shots. 1 on target, and they're winning 2-0. I don't even know what to say. I'm so angry and so irate right now at what I'm seeing. We're going to be laughed and bantered and everything. Everybody expected so much more from us. Everyone expected us to do so well with the players we brought in and this and that, but it's absolute shit. But can it be as simply as something like, okay, we lost a great assistant manager, okay, who's got his team top of the league over in Portugal. We lost, well, Kurt Zuma went back to Chelsea. We didn't get him. We didn't sign a centre back. And we lost to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Is it as simple as that? No. And yeah, we have Manchester City coming up next. Yeah, this is Sheffield United at home. We all know Watford are shite. They only had 2 decent performances. That was one against Arsenal, because Arsenal's defence is shockingly shit. And against us, when they came to Goodison Park, because they had more possession, they had more shots, they dominated in every different facet of the game, we eked out a 1-0 victory. That's it. So what, this is going to be, what, 7 points from 6 games? 1 point versus Palace. 3 versus Watford. Nothing versus Villa. 3 points versus Wolves. Nothing versus Bournemouth. Nothing versus Sheffield United. 7 points in 6 games. 8-0 Manchester United, De Bruyne. Hey, Pep, let me ask you this real quick. Did Sterling come on at all? Sterling stayed on the bench the whole time? But has he come on, though? Is he on the pitch now? Because I had him as a captain on my FPL team. So I would... Okay, good. Because if he doesn't play, then I get my vice-captain. Okay, guys, we've got 2 options here. Either, if you're new, like and subscribe if you're Marco Silva out. However, if you're more positive, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you think Marco Silva should be given more time and that he can turn this around. You see what I did right there? I'm just begging. Begging on my hands and knees, people. Subscriptions and likes, please. Because obviously I put in the effort. I come with my A game every week and I interact with you people. I suffer through this just as much as you guys. But I have to go through the stream prep and making sure the video settings are right and the microphone settings are right and do the graphics and all that stuff. And I come forth and put forth all my energy into Everton content, and the boys let me down every single week. Every single week it's a disappointment. Every single time I get done doing it, say, why did I even bother waking up and doing this today? I could have just laid in bed. I could have stayed up later last night and played some Pez or whatever, and I could have been sleeping. I could have got a good night's rest, but no, I'm up early to do this. So subscribe if you appreciate what I do, and give us a like also. Thanks. And I'm sorry about that. I don't have any control over the football. It is appalling. You're right, Sam Johnson. Absolutely appalling. And I just want it to be over. Yeah, everyone just leave. Get up and leave. Get up and leave. And it's going to be a while before I might not even get it. Yeah, no, it's really disheartening. When I looked at the signings we made, when I looked at the money we spent, when I looked at the players that we got out, when I looked at the opening fixtures, I thought going to get off to a rip-roaring start to the season. And then if we do have some blips in the season, those have already been taken care of with points that we should have taken and that we should have won. But Fabian Del's probably wondering, what the fuck did I leave Manchester City for? Moise Ken's like, what did I even leave Juventus for? And Wobie thinking, the fuck did I even leave Arsenal for? Why? They were sold a dream. They were sold absolutely down the river and probably given a decent amount of wages. That's all. Brand with the smooth, sweet talking. Silva with the sweet, smooth talking. You know, this shouldn't be a work in progress. This wasn't a start, from the ground upwards. A very well-established team, an established back four, an established midfield, a decently established forward line. System stays the same, tactics stay the same. It shouldn't be that hard for individual players to bed themselves in, and it's not Moise Ken's fault, and it's not Iwobi's fault, is it? Can't be JP Gabamins because he's out injured. It's not Fabian Delph's fault, is it? And one thing I'm also going to question while we're on the subject. Silva out, yes, okay, I'm not for that, but I can understand that. But one thing we need to talk about too is, and he's not playing, but Andre Gomez. These injuries, these little niggling injuries that he gets, ankle here, rib there. How long are we going to have to put up with him being intermittently in and out of the team, not being a reliable source? Because we begged and pleaded for the club to sign him day one of the transfer window. Begging and pleading for him to come in and have another hug-a-thon, and see his little sexy face with his beard and all that stuff. So far, he's been inconsistent with his injuries. So we're not going to put any fault on him. But look at Marco. Marco looks like an absolute wreck. He needs a shave. He needs a haircut. He's going to end up looking like Koeman. Remember Koeman? What he looked like before he got the sack? Just wearing the trackie. Gave up wearing suits. Wore the trackie, didn't bother shaving, didn't brush his hair, didn't do any of that. This fucking thing right here. This fucking thing right here. This. I stream for this. These fuckers don't play for that. Yeah, we should have regrets. Yeah, okay. No one can come in and fix this, and nobody should come in and fix it. Marco shouldn't be fired. No. Chopping and changing manager is not going to work for what we want. Unless we want to have another total rebuild. But how many rebuilds have we been through? Rebuild after Moyes left. Rebuild after Martinez left. Rebuild after Koeman left. We just barely started to get the remnants of Moyes' team and Koeman's team and Allardyce's signings and Roberto Martinez's signings out the door. We brought in a whole bunch of Marco Silva, Marcel Brand's players in. What, we're just going to switch and chop and change it again? The new manager's going to come in and want 500 million spent. Not going to 9/10 of the players that we have playing right now wants to play a new formation, wants to play a new strategy. But Sheffield United are going to beat us at home 2-0. Turning all my notifications off. I'm not even going to deal with the banter till later either. Goodison should be more empty than this, by the way. That's all I'm saying. This place should be a fucking ghost town. The only people left in that stadium should be the Sheffield United supporters. And they should be singing loud and singing proud. They came with a game plan. They pulled it off. They took advantage of our weaknesses and our deficiencies in all areas of the pitch. All areas of the game of football. We were dominated. Stats will say differently. I just don't know. Right? We've depended on our form to be a top half team. And yet man, those Sheffield United supporters must be fucking gassed and over the moon at this. I would be. So that's two newly promoted teams that we've lost to 2-0. Right? Okay, well, I'm just going to say it right now. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Another pitiful, woeful shit performance from the Blues. I'll have a video out of my match reaction. There'll probably be two of them. I'm going to have to do an Archie the Wolf, obviously. Look at Pepper Red stops in. You see the result. It's 2-0 to Sheffield United, my friend. But like I said, I'm going to end this stream as soon as the final whistle goes. Thanks for stopping in. Jeff, thanks for stopping in. Pepper, thanks for being here. Pep Fraudiola, thank you very much for being here. Anybody else that stopped in, thank you very much. Like I said, Archer the Wolf video will be out later. Regular the Mr. Archer reaction, more calm, will be out later. But I need some time to deal with this because it's just not good enough. So many levels, it's not good enough. 2-0. Okay, that's game over. I wish you all a good day. Happy rest of your day, night, evening, day, whatever you're doing. Be safe, and